It's a good morning. I'm Ayana Peterson, the Thrifting Diva, and today we're talking about, honestly, you only need 3 skincare ingredients to have a great skincare routine. Not ingredients, 3 skincare products to have a good skincare routine. All right, my lighting looks a little light there, sorry. Okay, so as you know, I've been going live every morning on this channel, and we talk skincare while I'm getting ready. I only have about 10 minutes today, so I'm still gonna make sure I give some information, give you some value, even in this small space of time. Good morning, Thrifting Atlanta. Thank you for joining me. And if you're watching this on a replay, whatever time it is, good morning. Okay. All right. So I am talking about the fact that you only need 3 products to have a good skincare. Now, obviously, I use a lot of products because I am into skincare right now. However, for those who are not into it and they're trying to get into it, I really, really believe that you should absolutely start off with just 3 products and start to figure out what your skin likes and what it doesn't by not adding too many products at the same time. Because yes, I could recommend 100 things for different, different issues that you're having. But at the end of the day, you gotta go with what your face and skin likes and what works for you. Okay. Good morning, Spit. Good morning, Rave Thrift. Thanks for joining. So as I said, I normally do these skin chats in the morning right before I'm getting ready for work. I washed this morning with a CeraVe cleanser, my favorite, absolute favorite cleanser in the world, and that's the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser. Now, as you know, I've always said, cleansers should not cost you a lot of money. So if you're spending a lot of money on your cleanser, I'm going to ask you to rethink that and maybe put the money on something else like the moisturizer. Okay. Now, as we're talking about only 3 products you need, the cleanser is one of those products. You need a good cleanser because without a good cleanser, you are not able to have a good foundation. Soap is not a cleanser in many aspects that you should be using on your face. I know there are a lot of people who say, hey, I just use soap and water or bar soaps. You know what? If it's working for you, fine. However, for the majority of us, it will not work. I know when I try to use soap, it is very drying, especially I have dry skin, and it doesn't really add anything back to my skin. It actually strips the natural oils in my skin, making my foundation super dry. So I would recommend getting a hydrating cleanser if you have a gentle cleanser if you have dry skin. If you have oily skin, maybe you can get something with salicylic acid or just a foaming cleanser if you're not dealing with any type of breakouts or acne and don't want to go as strong as salicylic acid. But we need to start with a good cleanser. Not having a cleanser is absolutely, I'm just going to say, I don't know where are you putting the rest of your money if you're starting off with a good cleanser, especially water. I've had a lot of people say to me, hey, water does the job. Water is not a cleanser. Okay. Water has no properties in it. Okay. It's a chemical, right? H2O, but it has no properties in it that will break down oils on the skin. And so you could say, well, I don't wear makeup, so I don't need to have no Lux experience. Soap sounds boring. No Lux experience. We don't have to go for all the Lux experience in the cleanser. I mean, a basic cleanser to me sometimes feels just as boring, honestly, Thrifting Atlanta. But I think biggest reason I am so against soap is that it doesn't really add anything to your skin, and it may be damaging your skin even more. As I was saying, water needs to have something, right? Whatever you're using needs to have something that will break down oils. or water cannot break down an oil. You need oils to attract oils to break it down. So those are the things that you need, something in the cleanser that will actually break down whatever oils you have on your skin and get into the skin and kind of really do the work of removing dirt, debris, and stuff. And even if you don't wear makeup, because a lot of people talk about, well, I don't wear makeup, so I don't really need a cleanser. Honestly, if you live in a city, if you go outside, if you walk behind a car, if you wear sunscreen, you have things on your face that at the end of the day, you want to get that off. I'm not saying that you have to cleanse in the morning. I cleanse in the morning with a quick rinse. I'm not going all in like I do at night, but you have to have a cleanser. Like, I don't know. It just seems a little, it honestly, it seems a little weird to me, not having a cleanser. But at the same time, you know, if it's been working for you, then go boo. I'm just saying that the other products that you're using may not be doing exactly what it needs to do, because the foundation, the beginning part of not having a cleansed skin to begin with, may not be doing what it needs, okay? And so you're always going to get some exceptions to the rules. Somebody who's never washed their face with anything, they don't put anything and their skin looks fabulous. Well, genetics, okay? But for the rest of us who go through issues with our skin, get a cleanser. And that's the number one skincare product you should have, a cleanser. However, don't be fooled. You do not have to spend a lot of money, because as you've heard me say, you are literally washing it down the drain. So it is really not necessary to spend all the coins on the cleanser when there are other products that you're going to leave and put on the face and actually stay on the face. The cleanser doesn't stay on the face. It's there to do one job. It has one job: clean and get off. That's it. We don't leave cleanser on. We don't keep it on for too long, a minute max, and then we wash it down the drain. So don't spend your money on something that's going to go down the drain, okay? Now, as I said, I start with my cleanser, and then this is what I go in with after. I absolutely love this toner. It's the Good Molecules Niacinamide Brightening Toner. And it looks like I'm running low, so I need to go get a bottle this week, because I cannot run out of this thing. This thing is like, it is amazing. If you have an Ulta or a Target near you, or you can order it online on their website, I promise you, you're gonna come back and say, man, that thing that you recommended was amazing. It is such a beautiful experience. But it also has really good ingredients that is actually doing the job for me. It has niacinamide, which is a powerhouse ingredient. It has alpha arbutin if you're suffering for any dark spots, and it has licorice root also if you're suffering for any dark spots. The niacinamide is really good, especially if you have oily skin, if you have, if you have dry skin, and also if you're suffering from or struggling with dark spots and hyperpigmentation. It's a really good product, and so I highly, highly recommend that. Okay, so we're back to our talk today about 3 products you really need for really good skincare. And now, as I said, I use more than 3, but when I started this journey, I didn't want to just throw myself into it and put everything on my face, because I wanted to understand what is it that I needed and what's the cherry on the top. And so for me, trying to understand the basic necessities was really good to understanding my skin, because what happens when you understand what the basic necessities are, when you have to pull back from using certain things, maybe you had a bad reaction, maybe there's irritation, you know what you can go back to as the home base, versus figuring out, oh my gosh, what can I stop using, what can I not? So even though I love this to death, this is an additional bonus. It is not something I absolutely need, but it is a beautiful additional bonus. My cleanser, however, that is something I absolutely need. And so the number one thing, a cleanser. And so as we are moving through this, these other products, bonus baby. Okay, so this what I'm going in with is a hyaluronic acid hydropower essence. And so what's the name again? The name for this one is I'm gonna put it closer for you so that you can get a screenshot. But this is the Niacinamide Brightening Toner from Good Molecules. And then this one is from the CoreRx. It's the Hyaluronic Hydra Power Essence. Basically, what this is just another, it's like a hyaluronic acid, which is a water magnet. It pulls in moisture from around you. And I like using this mostly only in the winter time because my skin feels a little more drier in the winter, and I'm just trying to add anything that's going to give it that plumped up look. And hydration, hydration, hydration. If you're dealing with anti-aging and you're trying to work on anti-aging and put anything in, hydration, hydration, hydration. That is, I think, is one of the number one key. Once your skin barrier is hydrated, all these other products just seem to work absolutely beautifully. So that's my, I said, this is not necessary, but it's another cherry on the top, not a necessary product. Another unnecessary product, but cherry on the top, is going to be my vitamin C. And so this one I'm testing from Japan, and it's called Vitano C. And I have been testing this for the last I'll say 3 weeks. So jury's still out on whether I am going to recommend it, but I am leaning towards a recommendation. I just have to do some research on the actual ingredients, the concentration of this vitamin C, but I'm leaning towards every time I do my skincare in the morning, I drop something that actually stays on my blouse all freaking day. Okay, but I had to do some research. Unfortunately, everything on this bottle is in Japanese, so I need to pull out my Google Translator and then try to get you the actual ingredients on this, because I'm liking it so far, but I don't, you really want to give your products about 6 weeks to really know if it makes a difference, because there's no products that work overnight, okay? The only product we talk about that works immediately is your cleanser. So that's one of the reasons your cleanser is absolutely important. Okay, now we're going to go to the second step that is absolutely necessary when we're talking about what actual ingredients are needed for a great skincare, and that's your moisturizer. Even if you have dry, oily skin, and I've talked a lot about this, if you've been following me these last few weeks, I've been talking every day about different aspects of skincare, and I did one of my lives about these moisturizers before. This moisturizer I'm using is the Walgreens Moisturizing Facial Cream, and it's, as you can see, the Walgreens sign there. It's actually a dupe to a very expensive moisturizer, which is the Kiehl's Ultra Moisturizing. I did a video about comparing the Walgreens dupes to some expensive skincare products, and this was one of the products in that video, so check it out on the channel. But this thing is a beautiful thing to use. If you're looking for a new moisturizer, I highly, highly recommend this. It is thick enough for those with dry skin, but I don't think it would be suffocating for those with oily skin. I really think it is a beautiful concoction. It really goes on nicely, as you can see. And I stay hydrated all day. And I'm telling you, when I say my skin is dry, like, I know right away if a moisturizer is just not going to work for me all day. And this thing has been glorious throughout, and really, really like it. Here's what I also like about this. This moisturizing facial cream is a $12.99. The Kiehl's Ultra Cream, facial cream, whatever its name, is $40. Guys, I understand, sometimes the saying is you get what you pay for, right? I understand that like no other. However, in skincare, don't be duped by an expensive price for results. Or don't shy away from an inexpensive price thinking that you're not going to get the same results. This $12.99, if I were to put this on, and I've tried the Ultra, the Kiehl's before, I don't know if I'll know the difference. It's a good moisturizer for the Kiehl's for $40. If it had some other beautiful ingredients in there, like additional things to help with other skincare concerns, I would understand. But it's a basic moisturizer. It's a basic. And so I'm going to pay basic prices for basic stuff. And this moisturizer is really good. And that is one of the your two ingredients, the second ingredient for a really good skincare. Clean your skin and moisturize your skin. Wash your face and hydrate it, because the moisturizer is going to hydrate and put some hydration back in the skin. Okay, so if you're not putting hydration in it, that is going to lead to all kind of problems. If you have oily skin, try to get something that's oil free, because a lot of people say, oh, well, I have oily skin, I hate putting anything on there that's going to clog my skin. Just get an oil free, or something that's an oil control moisturizer. And if you have dry skin, dear God, please put on you don't want those ashy flakes and all those things coming off. It's not a good look. And so go try to get a moisturizer. You don't have to spend a lot of money. The other one that I really like, it's a little more expensive. It's $20. But this Bioactive Ceramide Repairing and Plumping Moisturizer, this is a gem as well. And this is from the Inky list. You could get this at Sephora or on their website. This is a gem as well. I really like this a lot. And so definitely check this one out. If you're in Sephora and you're looking for some new skincare, I really like it. I'll just show you. As I said, it's a fatty moisturizer, but it goes on really nicely, and you will be plumped up all day. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But I'm using my Walgreens now. I'm just going to finish this one out until I jump onto an I keep saying ingredient, but it's the last product that you absolutely need it to have a fabulous skincare, to have great skin, to keep it simple, keep it inexpensive, and that is your sunscreen. Now, I love to test sunscreens, and right now this is the one that's closest to my hands, but I have a ton of different sunscreen out there. Actually, this one, I'm gonna try this one today. This is Inzinkable. This is a mineral sunscreen. And so the whole point of this one is that it's not going to leave the white paste or the white cast that you normally get with mineral sunscreen. So I'm gonna get this guy get in here. This one takes a little bit of elbow grease and work to get that cast off, because as I said, because you see, look at this. Why they got us looking like this? So you have to kind of rub this one in a lot, because it's a mineral sunscreen, as I said. And even sometimes I was like, am I? Does it go away? This one is by Dr. Vinita Rattan. She is a chemist out in London, and she makes her own products for people of color. And so one of her things is that obviously research shows that the mineral sunscreen is really good for someone struggling with dark spots. And so she made and created this. It's called Inzinkable Invisible Mineral Broad Spectrum SPF 50. It does a really good job, but you really gotta rub that in. So it's not a rush and go, or else you will go out there looking. And I still feel like I have a little tint on me, but it's all good. All right. Do you need a different moisturizer for day and night? And I want to go to Japan. Got to get there one day. Oh, Rain Thrift. Japan was really good. I'm going back in April, and I'm excited because I'm gonna definitely shop for some more skincare there. And really liked how affordable their skincare is. Like they are all about affordability, and I'm like, I'm all about that life. Do you need a different one for day and night? I don't think so. If you're wearing a moisturizer that has sunscreen in the day, then you don't want to wear that at night. You don't need to wear sunscreen to go to bed. I love me some Rihanna, but Rihanna says that's what keeps her skin glowing. She wears sunscreen to bed. I'm like, girl, I don't know. The jury's still out. The medical research is out on that one. So I would say if your morning moisturizer has a sunscreen in it, yes, definitely you may want to switch that up at night because you don't need that in the evening. Besides that, no, you do not need a different one. And talking about sunscreens in your moisturizer, if you get a good sunscreen slash moisturizer, I thought I had it. Oh, here's an example here. If you have this one is an oil-free facial moisturizer with sunscreen. It has 35 SPF. Then you have cut down on one of the steps, and now you have just gone in a day from cleanser to moisturizer and sunscreen in one step. In the evening, you're only going to be at 2 steps, right? Because you're not wearing the sunscreen in the evening. So you're going to go from cleanser to moisturizer only in the evening if you're doing the most basic but effective skincare routine. Okay? All right, I think I'm ready. I'm just gonna add a little bit of lipstick today. My lips have been the winter months, man. I swear everything goes haywire. So tonight I'm actually gonna use this lip mask, which is also one of the Walgreens dupe to the Laneige lip mask. I'm gonna use this tonight because my lips have been saying, let's do this. And I haven't been using my Vaseline as much in the evening, so I need to get that on there. But I'm ready, and that's it. Now this, obviously if you're doing 3 steps, this is about 3 seconds or maybe 3 minutes in the mornings. You don't have to take a long time to have a good skincare routine, and it really does make a difference if you have a good skincare routine. If you want to go on and do your makeup, or this is it, I'm not doing anything else for the day. Face looks fresh and clean, and I'm good. And like I always tell you, you're gonna thank me later. All right, so later, bye.